I can use that.
Last Friday I got it. For
Great.
some reason I got it.
Great. So just we're using more listening than volume. And that's what I'm asking for you.
Okay.
More listening and prayer that way.
Yeah, he's just want like this three-quarter time.
Well, sometimes I am so I'm taking that suggestion and I'm totally game for it. Not this Shabbat, but let's do it at a practice and I know
10th, right? We'll be here.
Yes, exactly. Great. Thank you, David. I love that suggestion.
Thank you.
Here, you've got a sheet. Here, we're doing a couple songs that are not in the book.
From the rabbi. It's too sad.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Shabbat Shalom.
You're an iPhone user, right?
Yeah, I have some handouts. Or who's my greeter today? Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. Just if you can get these sheets to our friends.
Everybody who comes
Hi,
in.
Karen and Brian are here.
How to make this phone just vibrate,
Only vibrate?
only like vibrate, yes, so she can. I can do it. My phone is not even letting me make it. I try to text Sarah, it doesn't go through. I try to put John. Actually, I can't do it. I can text.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome back.
I can't do it.
It's okay. It's not my phone.
It's valid. Can you look at it?
No. Oh, for the service.
make it vibrate.
It should vibrate. It should be on.
It doesn't, when it's on silent. I do that all the time. I put it on silent all the
They
time.
have text in silent mode. There we go. No, then it will make the
But
noise.
that's, I'll just keep it in my eye.
I don't know what to say.
It could be not in sounds and haptics. It could be in something else. I, how are you, Karen? Yeah, it's been a little bit. It's nice to see you. Welcome back, Brian. You got your sheet? When did we change the prayer book? Well, do you want one like this? This says transliteration. This is none.
Oh, transliteration.
There you go. It's our Old Faithful. All right.
Amazing. That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Yay. Like this. That's amazing. Good to see you. How are you? Did you get my back?
Did you get my back?
No, I didn't check. I didn't check today, but I will look now that you told me you're smiling.
Shabbat Shalom, Dunya.
Shabbat Shalom. It is the privilege of Shabbat. Grant yourself that space, that sacred space to lean into what is possible in the image of the divine, in the image of all that is sacred. Let go of the busyness of the week, of your accomplishments, of your frustrations, of your grief, of everything that is woven through each day, and leave yourself the privilege of this moment to notice what is possible. 126 for those joining us virtually. Feel free to reach for Mishkan Tfilah that is under our live stream link on the website. Open a split screen or bring a second device so that you can follow fully with us this evening. Please join me.
I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. The source needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics, and no services. But I need them. Through my I sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love Hashchina is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us, and to bring that vision.
129 at the top of the page, this traditional prayer, this traditional poetry is a love song written in the Bible, in Shir HaShirim. Please reach for your green sheets for the English that will accompany the Hebrew, the reuse.
It must have been at least 100 years. I must have cried an ocean of tears. We wandered through the coldest is a long, 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 long time. My beloved, I am yours, and you are mine. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh ba'shoshanim. Oh, dodi li. Never seen the colors quite so bright. Never held another quite so tight. Never felt my heart could fly away. I can't believe I get to be with you every single day. Forever is a long, 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 long time. My beloved, I am yours, and you are mine. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh ba'shoshanim. Oh, dodi li. I see you and I know this is not how I thought my life would ever go. But now I see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yes, I was meant for you. Dodi li va'ani lo haroeh ba'shoshanim.
One 121 in the middle of the page. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives together. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. On the facing page,
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת.
138, 139. As we pray together, paragraphs 1 and 2, 5 and 9. Our tradition is at the 9th paragraph to stand and face an entrance to the sanctuary. We do this so that we're focused on those who are choosing to come in and join us. It is my hope, it is my prayer, it is my wish that this sacred community will always prioritize making room for everyone who chooses to be in our midst. Lecha Dodi.
La 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 la, lecha dodi. La 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 la, lecha kala. La 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 la, b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat, lekala.
Wait, you know what? We usually do it the other way. Turn around, turn this way. Wait a minute.
Simmer.
We are doing a circle, sweetie. Just come, I'm gonna be this way. Come over here. There we go. Right this way. I know. And now I'm sorry that I'm not doing it, but we're not. We're going to do one, you know. Odloa hafti dai. I don't remember, I'm sorry. So you go right, step, and then step behind. That's the beginning part. The rest is easy. That's called the Mayan step. Here we go. Ready?
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie.
I feel like I haven't begun Shabbat without dancing with you. 142, there is a Jewish teaching that when you come to Kabbalat Shabbat, you leave with two angels accompanying you throughout the Sabbath. Shalom Aleichem 142.
Lechem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Imelech Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
HaKadosh Baruch Hu. May a sense of the sacredness be blessed and be here at this moment. 144, we're about to pray the Chatzi Kaddish. This is a trivia moment. Just this past week, a second film was filmed here at synagogue. And it's very sweet. You should look for these films because our synagogue, they're using our synagogue to film 2 different films. But that's not why I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this because if I was a filmmaker and I wanted to communicate that there was a Jewish family and something was going on, I would have them say the words of Kaddish. You know it. We've all said it in our families for loved ones who have died. The interesting thing about Kaddish is there's not one form of Kaddish. There are multiple forms of Kaddish. The 3 best known Kaddishes, one is the mourner's Kaddish that we say at graveside. One is Kaddish de Rabbanan that we say when we have completed a study of magnitude, a tractate of Talmud, or a course, or the end of a large study like becoming a chazanit or becoming a doctor. The one we're about to say is the Chatzi Kaddish, the same words, but we'll chant them. So using that prism of understanding, what is up with this, that we say the same words for Kaddish for all of these different purposes? It is important to know what I tell you at graveside, that the Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, doesn't speak about death. In fact, no Kaddish speaks about death. Affirms blessings, affirms what is sacred in our life, and leaves spaciousness for that affirmation of sacredness. The Chatzi Kaddish is used specifically throughout the service in a traditional minyan multiple times during a Sabbath service or during a morning or an evening service. In our shul once Friday and once Saturday, to divide sections. We allow the rhythms of the Chatzi Kaddish to connect us back home to the words we heard from relatives when we were little, to the words that became ours when we became Jewish or became adult. We use the Chatzi Kaddish to say, we're done with warm-up, we're ready to enter into the next section of service, the call to worship. We use the Chatzi Kaddish to create a spaciousness of holiness within ourselves. 144.
Yitkadav v'yitkadash shemei Rabba Be'alma divrach Yerute V'yamlich malchute B'chayechonu v'yomechon Uv'chayedecho Beit Yisrael Bagala Uvizman kariv v'yimu Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam ul'almei ha'omaya yitbarach Yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitala Shemei Tekudesha Barechu Le'ila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'yimu amen.
147. There is one who sings the song of themselves, of their life, finding everything within themselves. There is one who leaves the circle of their self and sings the song of their people. There is one whose voice rings with the song of humanity, hoping for the highest perfection. And there is one who rises even higher, uniting with all creatures, with all worlds, filling the universe with song. Nivarech, let us bless. It is our tradition to face Yerushalayim as we call one another into formal worship. In the middle, this is an hour of change. The sun is setting, the Sabbath is arriving. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my friends, or cross over? This is an hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my friends, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai
Hamaviv Aravim.
150, meditating on infinite love.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah umitzvot, Chukim umishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta. Al kin Adonai Eloheinu b'shokbeinu uvkumeinu nasiach bechukecha. ליומם ולילה. באהבת אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל.
152, as you are able and as you choose, you may stand as we affirm listening and hearing, being listened to and being heard.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
154.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
159, at the very bottom of the page, a teaching by Milton Steinberg speaking about the meaning of redemption in Judaism. Geulah is the Jews' victory over human limitations, ignorance, or insensitivity. It is the conquest of sinfulness, of the evils resident within the self, pride, selfishness, hate, lust, cynicism, the deliberate rejection of goodness and truth. Only when we have partnered with the divine can we pray these words, 158, of Miriam and Moses and Bnei Yisrael as they understood how the divine manifests oneself in our midst.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך
161 and 160. The Hashkivenu is like a talisman. It is a prayer that we say in the evening, welcoming protection, safety, love, and the sacred.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, the Shalom. Ve'hamidenu, Shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu, Sukkot shlomecha. Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
165, the heart of prayer, Tfilat Amidah, but according to Judaism, prayer is not magic that brings about God's intervention in our life. Rather, perhaps prayer brings our own intervention in our life. Pray as if everything depended on HaShekhinah. Act as if everything depended on you. As you are able, we stand for Tfilat Amidah 164 through 180. We will open together and then move into Lachash, into a whisper. Why do we say a whisper and not silent? Make sure you're whispering loud enough that you can hear the unwritten prayer in your heart. Indulge. And when you've completed your prayer, when you've brought the prayers that you need this Shabbat, work your way back to your seats.
תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. La 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 la, la 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 la, ya 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 la ya la ya la la la, ya la la la.
hearts open. We turn to those who are in need of healing of body and of soul. First and foremost, so that we can pay attention and respond to what these, our neighbors, our family, our friends may need, and also the hope as we say their names that the source will pay attention and bring loving healing to them. Todd Albelli, Amelia Byers, Audrey Cohen, Connie Creedon Mueller, Phyllis Fillmore, Ellie Edelwitz, Lou Klein, Mary Jane Klein, Ellen Leifer, Ken Lajak, Jack Lyons, David Mallon, Jane Meyerson, Susan Otsenis, Merle Perlmutter, Claude Schleuderer, Sloan Shortley, Johanna Skolnick, Lynn Spiro, Jenny Sumber, Tali Talman Mineo, Ben Wilder, Sue Worthman, Lauren Pennies, and now if you would like to share names at this time, please do. Other souls who walk the earth who need this prayer, we send it out. Page 677, Anna, Elna, Rifana. So if you're living in your Jewish time, you're paying attention that this Shabbat, a parasha kfula, a double portion, Vayakel Pikudei, are the last two portions of the book of Exodus. For those of us who read the Torah each day and follow it each week, this brings up a kind of excitement, a kind of awareness that we are transitioning, that something is happening. And I am convinced that transitions are abounding, judging from my week.
I can take it off for you, Pop.
The last two Sabbath readings of the book of Shmot. And what does the Torah do? It reverts yet again to the creation of the Mishkan. The thing is, we've talked about the Mishkan, the tabernacle. We've talked about the details of the tabernacle. And now, again, we hear about the creation of the tabernacle. So my grandmother would say, "Vus is dus." What is this? Why? Well, we always go to the simple. Sorry, Nachmanides, for calling you simple, but Ramban and Or HaChaim say it's clear, my friends. It's described yet again to show how important it is, but that's not enough for us. We want more. We look at the nature of it and we see that it doesn't go into the little specific details of how much and what size and what material. So something else is happening. In this description of the Mishkan, there is clarity that is about to unfold, that this is truly the shaping of, don't use the word Mishkan, don't use the word tabernacle. Think of a holy vessel. Think of sacredness. The description of this tabernacle is an invitation for us to become aware of sacredness. What does that mean? Well, Abravanel is going to help us unpack this. And as we look at this portion, we hear the work of the tabernacle was completed. Moses looked at the work, surveyed the work, and saw that they had carried it out as the source had commanded, and Moses blessed them. The work was completed. Moses looked at the work, and Moses blessed them. What does that remind you of? Creation. God created. God looked at the work. God saw the work, saw that it was complete, and God blessed. If you look deeper into the style and the language of these final two portions, you're going to see something amazing. You're going to hear the Israelites completed the work, the avodah, the work of building the tabernacle. When all of the work was done, v'teichal was completed. The Israelites did everything that the Lord commanded. Moses inspected the work, saw that they had done it just as the Lord had commanded. Vayivarech, and Moses blessed. The language, avodah, work, v'teichal, completed, vayivarech, and blessed, are exactly the words that are used in Genesis. But it goes farther. Well, let me remind you, the heavens and the earth were completed in all of their vast array, and on the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing. On the seventh day, God rested from all of God's work, and then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, Zichrono Livracha, of blessed memory, notes that the end of Exodus ends as Genesis began. Exodus ends as Genesis began. In the beginning, there's an act of divine creation. And at the end, There is an act of human creation. And the language. How many days did it take the source to create? On 6 days, God created. On the 7th day, God rested. And the word good in Genesis appears 7 times. And in the construction of the Mishkan, everything is built on a series of 7. But this time it's the word heart. 7 times in our passage this week is the word heart used. And again, when it comes to truma, what we bring, 7 times the offering is described. And that God commanded it 7 times. We hear that God commanded it. The Mishkan, the rabbis tell us, is a microcosm of the universe. God creates the universe, and we are asked to step up to an act of creation, acts of creation, continual creation in the work of our hands, in the work of our lives. The Mishkan, the rabbis tell us, is the visible presence of the divine that can't be seen. We would create the Mishkan so that we can experience the sacred in our lives. The Mishkan is a reminder of that source that is beyond anything that we can behold. And in the instance where we hold ourselves accountable to partner with God in shaping a universe here on earth that welcomes divinity, that welcomes sacredness, that welcomes a holy vessel, then the divine presence can be experienced. So I'm going to ask you tonight to really think about what these words mean that I love and I pay attention to constantly. What does sacredness mean for you? I'm not asking about your faith. I'm not asking if you believe in God. I'm not asking that. What does sacredness mean to you? And what and how does sacredness, how does a Mishkan show up for you in your relationships, whether it be with a spouse or a partner, with children or parents, with your family? What is your accountability to sacredness in those relationships? What is the Mishkan when it comes to your work? How are you creating sacred space in the work that you are doing? How about in our community? We're a synagogue. And I know that many people have many different reasons that they are affiliated with this synagogue. And I know that it may not be the same as mine, but I'm going to ask you not what you like and what you don't like, why you're here or why you're not here, but rather, what is your accountability for sacredness in this space and in our community? And in our communities, what would this world and our relationships be like if we led with a commitment of accountability to sacredness in how we walked on the earth, how we related to one another, and how we built our lives. May the Mishkan be an inspiration, an intentioning for bringing hope, for bringing change, for bringing care and concern for the brokenness in this world. May it be the challenge for us to reinvent our language so that it matters to us that our lives have a sacred impulse. La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Lai, 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 lai. There is no Zimit JLA, no Jewish Learning Adventure this Sunday. We struggled. 4 of our 6 teachers were not able to be here, and it made better sense for us to give a snow day even without the snow for the families. But next week are our Passover wanderings. There will be school, and there will be that wonderful journey for the children to move through the religious school. At the same time, there will be an open house for any families that would like to bring a little one or come and visit and learn about our school. It's a wonderful opportunity. There'll be activities like making a matzah cover and some story time, but mostly you'll meet our staff and our students and some parents and get a sense of how we adventure together. If you would like to bring someone, please reach out to Jonathan or just show up. Or better, if you know someone who would like to learn about our school, put them in touch with our Menahel, our religious school director, Jonathan, or the main office. Tuesday morning, next week I will be away. Tuesday morning, meditation will be led by our amazing meditation and Torah study by our amazing rabbinic intern, Jack Sherritt. This is a time that you want to stay with meditation, and if you've never tried it, come meditate with Jack, study Torah with Jack, and rest assured that I'll be back the following week, and we'll be looking forward to seeing our regulars as well as new faces joining us. Wednesday's Trove class at noon with our Chazanit, with Alexandra. The show goes on even when I'm not here, but the rest of my classes won't happen. Those 2 will. Sisterhood's annual Women's Seder is a virtual event on Sunday, March 26th, open to everyone. beginning at 5 p.m. I will be there. Women storytellers are the seeds of change and continuity. This program is run by Bonnie Lober and friends. I think Sally Anderson frequently is one of the organizers of it. I will be present and looking forward to it. Our second night Seder, we will lead together, Alexandra, Jack, and myself. Thursday, April 6th, beginning at 4:45. So the story is that we did only a virtual Seder last year because of COVID. We are back. We feel that we're back, and yet we're still being prudent and protective. If you are going to join us for the second night Seder, you must make a reservation, and I'm going to just share with you that we are already more than a quarter filled. This year we are going to limit it. We never do this. We're going to limit it to 75 so that we can distance the tables and make sure that everyone's safe. Generally, we say yes to everybody, and we usually have well over 100, 120 or more. So please be aware that if you would like to be there, you can't do a CEHV regular call the day before, because we're going to say to you, so sorry, we don't have room. So it's a wonderful meal that's catered, and we are focusing this year, every year we bring a theme to second night. Our theme is living diversity, and we are hosting a Sephardic Seder with Sephardic rituals and Sephardic foods and Sephardic prayers. So come and delight with us. Yizkor for Pesach will be on Friday, April 7th at 5:30, right before Friday night Kabbalat Shabbat. Our musician meetups will be Monday, April 10th at 6 p.m. Please come join, bring your instrument or your vocals, and be led by Alexandra and company. Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance. We have a very special dialogue being led by Professor Chris McDaniel Michio, an attorney and a person who has become expert in Holocaust studies and anti-Semitism. And she will be guiding us in the conversation about what the Holocaust, how the Holocaust informs our lives today, and how anti-Semitism informs how we understand the Holocaust. And finally, Sisterhood's virtual wine tasting is on Tuesday, April 18th at 6:30. To find out details about how you do a virtual wine tasting, or, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Please tell me after services so I don't make this joke every week. I'm getting tired of the joke, but I do like wine, and I'm not sure I like virtual wine, but I'm sure I'd like a virtual wine tasting. We'll hear all about it on the website. I should go look and read it, or I'll speak to you and find out, Sharon. But all of this information, as well as other projects, our Tikkun Olam projects, all of the things that I'm teaching, all of the opportunities to be involved can be found on the website, or by calling me, or by calling the main office. So a moment of good news. Who would like to share Bsorot Tovot? Do you want to kick us off, Deb?
My son got a very good report from his doctor.
After quite a big scare, and
Also, my grandson is getting married.
so on both of those we say, amazing. Thank you for sharing it, Deb. We are so happy for your joys and continued health and strength for Lee, and joys for your grandson.
Amen.
So amazing. Good news.
As our new dog got neutered yesterday.
I can't wait to see it, not of the neuter part, but of Taz. I want to see a picture. Amazing. This is a family that loves their dogs. Good news. David.
Yes, not really good news, but people who like Harry, Chapin, Cats and Cradle, his brother Tom Chapin will be named free May 13th at PR Keller Park in the afternoon.
Wow, that's quite lovely. Thank you for sharing. A new kind of personal Bsorot Tovot David loves that, and he's sharing it. That's great. Good news? Jackson?
Well, my grandson just finished in a high school play. He's the only freshman class. He goes to a performing arts high school, and it was rent, and it was fabulous.
And it's not an easy thing to follow. His mother and his stepfather are both on Broadway, it was, you can imagine, daunting, and he knocked it out of the park. Amazing, Jackson. Phew. Any good news that you'd like to share? Anything amazing, wonderful this week? Yay! And where is your job? That's nice.
Amazing.
That's nice. Good news? And it's done. I mean, yes, and you felt good.
We'll see, but I think it's done. And I have started a new job. I started babysitting for
Amazing. Amazing. Did you drive here on your own?
sadly, no.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. I'm just checking, because I noticed you walked without a parent. Good news.
Leslie and Jade are looking at a house on Saturday.
Oh, that's amazing.
We'll see.
That's amazing.
My granddaughter and her partner just bought a new home in Missouri.
And,
Mazel.
the second part, I don't know if I can say. No, amazing, Zora. Yeah, awesome. That's awesome. I have good news. My second grandson was born. Yay me. I mean, yay them. And he's beautiful, and everyone's healthy. And near match for his residency, Sharon. And I'm really proud. He would not give me permission to say this, but I will say it anyway. He got his first choice in his match, and he's going to NYU for his residency. So I am really, really proud, and no one should ever say that I said that at services. So
We watched him as a little boy. We're entitled to know.
I was thinking this. I was thinking of the little ones that I watched grow up who are a year away from college, and you guys watched near, and it was an extraordinary week with our second grandchild, and an extraordinary day to see the accomplishments and the happiness. So thank you for indulging me that I got to share some. Thank
Mazel,
you,
mazel,
thank you,
Rabbi.
thank you. Oh yeah, and I went over. So now, holding that, I'm going to just ask everyone just to turn in your seats and greet someone you didn't come in with, so that
We do this every week, Bob.
I saw a picture of you, and I know your sister, so now I feel like I saw a picture of you two meeting together. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Would you remind me your name? Ruby. I got that. I can remember that because my favorite niece, this is a good thing. Her dog's name is Ruby, and I love Ruby. So now I'm going to remember Ruby. So, welcome. I'm Rabbi Yael. Hi, Amy. Hi, Paul. I got it. Welcome. Welcome. So a last announcement to remind you that we have early services that finished 5 minutes ago because most of us are going to go and have our Shabbos dinner now. That's why we're doing earlier services. I am here at 5:30 every Friday, or Alex and Jack are here, to schmooze, to nosh and schmooze before services. So if any of you want to chew my ear, please start coming a little earlier so that I can hang with you more. 592, please. In every Jewish service, at the end, we pause for Kaddish Yatom. For the mourner's Kaddish, it is our tradition. Yes. It is our tradition to give a space, a sacred space, for members of our community who are in their Shiv'ah, their week, their Shloshim, their month, or their Shana of grief. and to mark the yahrzeit, the anniversary of the death of those we loved who died in this season in years past. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old people that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for the other walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands, by letting bodies touch bodies, and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love does not die. People do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. If you are in your year of grief, or your month of grief, or your week of grief, please stand now and share the names of the loved ones that you are holding.
Michael Torsello.
My husband, Arnie.
Her daughter, Lita Raskin.
For those that you have mentioned, I am going to add another recent loss by our members, Judy and Lori Blancher, their beloved David Blancher, Lori's father and Judy's dear friend. I am holding all of the loved ones who died this past year, who our congregation holds each night as you are saying their names virtually. And I add to those names the yahrzeits of loved ones who died in years past. As I say the name of the yahrzeit of your loved one, please join those who are standing. Austin Avery, Pauline Simon's partner, Alfred Brown, Carolyn Cernitsky's father, Victoria Margaret Day, Rebecca Rothstein's mother, Machnia Ewig, Barbara Ronder's loved one, Sue Harrington, Gerard Harrington's mother, Neil Hirsch, Stephen Hirsch's brother, Beverly Jacobson, Henry Klein, Myrna Levine, Judy Tallerman's mother, Ruth Levy, Tracy Pollock's grandmother, Rose Nadan, Marshall Nadan's mother, Minnie Penzel, Tilly Stern, Max Wachtel, Pauline Simon's father, Viola Wachtel, Pauline Simon's mother, Fritz Weintraub, Ida Werbolowski, Zichronam Livracha. It is our tradition to stand with those who are standing, and as we do, we say Kaddish for the martyrs of our people who left no one to say Kaddish. We say Kaddish for the people of every race and nation who lived their lives honoring sacredness and partnering with the divine. 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah ve'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei
בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם לעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח וישתבח ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי תקודשה ברכו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל
Vel kol b'nei Adam
v'imru.
v'imru. Amen.
Please be seated. We close with the second side of the green sheet, the other side of Dodi Li. Prepare me, make me to be a mishkan, a mikdash, a sanctuary, so that I can dwell in your midst.
Lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, lai, lai. Yai, lai, lai, lai. Ve'asu li mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham. Prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Oh, Kiddush.
Kiddush.
I seem to have about a block. 120. Come, join me. Come, come, come. Did I turn this back on? No, it's not 120.
1, 2, 3.
122. I'd love you guys to join me. Come, join me. Ruby, will you come hold the Kiddush cup? Yeah. Awesome. Would you do me a favor and make sure that it doesn't spill? Okay. So 2 hands. Awesome. Come, join me. Vayhi erev,
Vayhi boker yom hashishi, vayechulu hashamayim ve'oretz v'chol tzevahom, vayechol Elohim vayom hashvi'i, vaykadesh oto ki bo shavat mikom lakto asher bara Elohim Lasot. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei pori hagafen. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodecho. Be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tehila lemekra'e kodesh, zecher litziat mitzrayim, ki vanu v'charta, be'otanu kidashta, ikol ha'amim. B'Shabbat kodecha, be'achava uvratzon hinchotanu. Baruch ata Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
So we'll just say l'chaim. Offer you a sip yet. I'll leave that up to your parents if you hold this.
Hamotzi lachem min haaretz. We give thanks to the one above. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lachem min haaretz. Amen. Oh,
Get that one.
we'll go out to the birds.
And if you would like to share it with people, that'd be great. Awesome. And
Thank you, Bob.
You know what?
Shabbat
You wanna-
shalom. Beautiful.
I'll do the sharing. You don't have to work. I want you to. You're okay. You're okay. Would you share it? That would be wonderful. So, thank you, thank you, thank you.